Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. Hopefully you're not scoping my boogers, because I think I don't have any for the moment. I think that's just like the lining of my nose. It just looks like it might be. Or maybe it's like the bristle of my trimmed nose hairs. Anyway, got a little favor to ask Mr. Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan Chase. You see, Mr. Dimon, I am a member, well, not a member, but like a customer, I guess, a client of your commercial banking. I actually don't even know if like Chase consumer banking is direct. Like, I don't know if Jamie Dimon, oversee the Chase commercial bank, or if that's a completely separate thing than the investment bank. I really have no idea. But if you're not in charge of Chase consumer banking, maybe you can talk to whoever is. Because you see, Mr. Dimon, my account is overdrawn by a bit. I'm currently on my second to last night left in a crack motel. And after that, I'm on the street. And wouldn't that be a pity? Because I've got a lot to bring to this world, Mr. D. And I want you to know that. I'm currently about to go into a branch and see if they can reverse a few overdrafts for me. I had to have a few reversed pretty recently over the phone. And so the guy told me that the remaining ones weren't eligible over the phone, and then I would have to go in for an override if they're willing to do that. So I'm going to go in for that override. And I want to be able to invoke your name as someone who can, like, back me up. As someone who can vouch for me, you know? I mean, I'm not saying you got to vouch for me. You just make it an introduction. Sorry, that's a Donnie Brasco tangent. But what I'm getting at is my arms are getting like tired from holding this phone this way. Let me take a break for my arms. 1 second. Okay, I rested my arms a bit. But you see, I want to be a force for good in this world. And about 10 years ago, well, actually it was a little more than that. It was almost 12 years ago now. I foresaw, before many did, the reshoring of industry, because it just didn't make sense to me. Sorry, I'm distracted by the camera, by the clock on the camera, because I forgot that this is a new video. So I was like, wait a minute, this has only been recording for 14 seconds? But no, it has been recording longer than that. Well, I mean, it's been recording. This recording has been going for that amount of time. The other video is already recorded. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I foresaw the return of American industry and manufacturing because it was only logical. We're eventually going to have the capacity to produce anything here that we want with automation. I mean, the only reason, obviously, that things... Damn it, my arms are getting tired again. But yeah, I started a company called Blade in America because I wanted to bring simple shaving equipment, simple shaving accoutrements. I wanted to make that available to Americans through American-made manufacturing. Let me try something different. Okay, there. Now I'm lying down on my stomach. That's a lot better. And so I put a lot of my effort into that. But at the time, this was in like literally like 2014, 2015. It was not on anyone's radar. People didn't see it. My attempts to do this, they caused some significant health setbacks for me, which I didn't have. I had put all my eggs in this basket because I dropped out of college very early. I knew it was not really the future, which again, people at the time did not really realize. Everyone else was going to college. Now they're being put out of a job while they may still have a lot of student debt, whatever. I'm getting way, way, way off topic here. But the point is, I need to go into a branch, get an override on some of these overdrafts so that I can, there's a fly, continue pursuing my life goals. You know, people say that the American dream is going away. No. The old version of the American dream may be going away, but it will spawn many a new version, sort of like Proto-Indo-European went away. And, you know, people back then would have said, oh, damn, like, we're going to lose Proto-Indo-European. Oh, no, like, we want to keep this. But really, it spawned so many new, amazing, diverse set of languages. And so, too, will the future provide increasing ability for people to live their own fantasies. The mushroom cloud of technology, as is often pointed out, AI technology is a horizontal impactor. It'll affect many different industries rather than just being one industry that evolves and grows and improves. You know, like cars, your car doesn't affect like your toaster. It doesn't affect the quality of shoes you wear. A car is one particular technology, one industry that, you know, got better and better, thank goodness. But that's a vertical industry. It's just one thing. AI is going to be horizontal. It improves everything like across the board. And so now we are on the precipice of a new mushroom cloud event that will provide enormous opportunity, a individually empowering technology. If you want to design a rover that will go to Mercury and be connected to a VR headset, you can put in an order at a factory that will produce those things and send them to you. And then they can launch those things. I'm not saying this is in like 2 or 3 years. I'm saying, but at some point, like, you can launch your own personal rover to Mercury. And then you can walk on Mercury with like your headset and you can do it in real time. I mean, obviously there'll be a slight delay, but I mean, come on, this is still going to be incredible. And same thing, you know, in the ocean. I mean, obviously we might have to, you know, do like a circular use of these things, not necessarily have everyone purchase one, because then you're going to just flood the ocean with tons and tons of rovers. But we can have a limited amount and everyone will be able to have an opportunity to use that rover to personally explore the most unseen depths of the ocean. That will be tremendously exciting. And so, in conclusion, I really hope that I can get these 3 overdraft charges reversed, because that will unlock an incredible future for America! Please enjoy a few pre-recorded bars of Prince while I go to the bank and report back. Lady, cab driver, roll up your window fast. Lady, trouble is blowing hot, and I don't know if I can last. So the overcharge reversal was a no-go, which is a bit of a tough break for this guy. Because, yeah, let me tell you, time tough. Everything is going higher and higher. You know, I love my tuts. My sweet, sweet tuts. But yeah, so Mr. Diamond, if you have an interest in stepping in and maybe throwing a little weight around, that would be really, really helpful. But yeah.